Hello, just call me Step. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're doing well, okay, wherever you are, physically and spiritually. Doing well, doing very well. A great day here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. We'll get started here in a moment. Hello, Cherie. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the love, everyone. I see the hearts. I see the hearts going up. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is Nehru. And welcome in to those of you who are tuning in. Thank you so much. Okay. And yeah. Okay. So we have our first roach in the room. Let me go ahead and remove them. Okay. Hey, hey, Justice League. Shout out to you, baby. Shout out to you, Justice League. Okay. Really? I don't see anything on my lips. Okay. Unless that's a karmic ass comment and you need to get your ass out of this room. Okay. Unless that's a karmic ass comment and you need to get your ass out of this room. Okay. So, as I was saying, thank you so much for tuning in. Those of you who are tuned in for the first time, thank you so much for tuning in. If you were guided here, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just a dumbass. Okay. And I'm going to give them 30 seconds to get out of the room or they will get kicked out. So they have 30 seconds. Okay. Thanks, Justice League. Okay. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, you were divinely guided here, or you are a roach, okay? And what do we do with roaches? Okay, we stomp on roaches. That's what we do with roaches, okay? So, this is a safe collective. This is a safe place. This energy and this channel, okay? And I do that. My ancestors do that in protecting this energy, okay? We'll see, Cherie. Okay, we'll see. Again, I'm paying attention to your energy. Okay, so we'll see. All right. What I would like to do to start out this reading is return to sender. Okay, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender times 5,000 with vengeance and the sword. Return to sender, any and all throat blockages, any and all throat chakra blockages, return to sender. What I would like to do is start out by taking your questions, okay? So if you have questions, okay? If you have questions, spiritually focused questions, then we'll take those at this time. While we wait for those questions to come up in the chat, Divine has been speaking to me uh, in recent hours about ego deaths. And so there's someone who's recently probably subscribed to the channel or recently started viewing the channel, and they are probably going through an ego death, or they need to release and go through an ego death. There are 2 public notifications as far as subscribers that we have, and I do like to give shout outs to public subscribers. We have Brittany Divinity. Thank you so much, Brittany Divinity, for subscribing to the channel and being a part of this collective. Okay. Thank you so much, Amy Manwaring. Okay. Thank you so much, Amy. Amy spells her name AMI. Okay. So there could be something unique about the way that someone spells their name. So it could be Jamie, but they spell it JAMEE. Okay. Yeah, there could be something unique about someone's spelling. It's not spelled the traditional way. Again, if you have questions, taking those questions at this time about your spiritual journey, about chakras, about blockages, about awakenings, about dark nights of the soul, any of those types of questions, feel free to ask those questions at this time. But in regards to ego deaths, okay, and again, this is something Divine is having me speak about this live and also in the last live. So again, that's pertinent at this time. So in the last live, I mentioned if you're still asking questions about why every day, why is this happening? When is that gonna happen? Where is my justice? When is this happening? When am I gonna get judged? When you're asking those questions, you hinder the flow of divine source. You hinder the flow of the esoteric. You hinder the flow of your ancestors. Okay, your ancestors need time to work on the cases from an esoteric standpoint, just like investigators here in the 3D need time to work on the cases. Okay, and so yeah, understand that. Okay. Hello, Rachel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hello, Fran. Thank you so much for tuning in. So there is time that is needed. Okay, I understand you, like myself, might be waiting for years for your justice to come in. Okay, and one of the reasons why these 5D situations take so long to bring into the 3D is because of the legal systems here on this planet. Okay, there is no justice system anywhere on this planet. The only justice that happens, okay, comes from, again, divine source who sits in the 10th heaven. Okay, that's where justice comes from. Okay, man in and of themselves, okay, are responsible for no justice. Okay, and you do have corrupt law enforcement, police officers, judges, attorneys, okay, that are a part of these legal systems all around the world. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, Stacy. Okay, and so with that, It takes time. Okay, it takes time. One of the key things for your journey, okay, is slowing down. So how can you, okay, those of you who are experiencing or need to or are going through an ego death, how can you, what are things that you can control, and how can you help? How can you help the process? In addition to releasing what you can't control, how can you help the process? Okay. So if you slow down your life, okay, and not be on a fast food type of energy, okay, where it's instantaneous, okay, not be in that energy where I want justice now. And again, I've been there, okay, but that type of energy that hinders, not helps, it hinders the flow, okay. And so when you release the need to know, when you release the need to have all of the answers right now, today, in the moment, when you release the need to have those answers, okay, it helps with the flow. And again, in our recent alchemy class, I used an analogy of a faucet or a water. So if you have mud and dirt in a water hose, okay, the water trickles out, okay? If the pipes are clogged, the water trickles out, okay? These are your blockages, okay? Your worrying, your anxiety, these are blockages that causes the water, the flow, to slow down, okay? And when you remove those blockages, obviously, the water flows better, okay? And so, yeah, all right. So, ego death and helping the flow of things. One of the things that I told Most High, my ancestors, my spirit guides, okay, I told them that they could take their time, okay? I said, you can take your time. Hello, visionary vessel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I said, you can take your time, divine source. I'm not in a rush. You can take your time, okay? I am at a place energetically where I have alchemized and ridded myself of the majority of, or at least certainly the strongholds, the energetic strongholds, spiritual strongholds that the demonic energy has had on my life, okay? And so I tell divine source, you can take your time. Ancestors, take your time, okay? Whenever you show up, whenever justice shows up, whenever they knock on the door, whenever the email comes, whenever the phone call happens, whenever the whatever happens, just do it, okay? Whenever, all right? And so not all of us will get police knocks at the door or private investigators knocking on the door. Again, just like inheritances, not everyone will receive an inheritance that was left to us in the 3D. For some of us, that inheritance is receiving the spiritual gifts that your grandmother, great grandmother, and ancestors, grandfathers, mothers, fathers had, and they passed those spiritual gifts down to you. Okay, and you take those spiritual inheritances, those spiritual gifts, and you take that further. Okay, so they're passing the baton to you. They're passing the baton to you. And when you take that baton, and it's like a relay race, you take it further than what they did. And through those means, okay, is how some of you will receive your inheritance. Okay, so not everybody has an estate that was stolen. Not everyone has a house that was stolen. Not everyone has an insurance policy that was taken out on them. Not everyone has those situations. Okay, and so understand the natural and the spiritual side of what you're hearing from oracles. Okay, this is not a tarot channel. For those of you who are new tuning in, this is not a tarot channel, and I am not a tarot reader. Okay. And this channel is called The Real Psychic Investigations for a reason, or Investigators for a reason. All right. And so, yeah, okay. Again, those of you who have questions, feel free to ask your questions at this time. Again, about your spiritual journey, how you can alleviate, okay, the clogging of your spiritual pipes, okay? How can you help and remove the clogging of your spiritual pipes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, Aries. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. Gonna shuffle the cards. Hope everyone is doing well wherever you're tuning in from. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. I always like to know that I take joy in where the truth is reaching, who divine is bringing into this collective around the world. And on that note, keep in mind there are 197 countries on this planet, and so not everything will resonate for you. Shout out to Germantown, Kentucky. Shout out to Germantown, Kentucky. My connection to Kentucky, my connection to Kentucky is through Fort Knox. Okay, I did basic training in 1995 at Fort Knox, Kentucky. Okay, home of artillery. Okay, Fort Knox is the home of the artillery. Okay. Shout out to Hawaii. Okay, we have Hawaii in the house. Okay, we have Virginia in the house. Okay, thank you so much. We have Texas in the house. Okay. We have Ohio in the house. Okay, Ohio. Okay, my connection to Ohio is the Warlock. Okay, that I was a part of the prosecution team in 2014 that put them in prison for 40 to 60 years. Okay, 2014, they were sentenced to 40 to 60 years in prison for their crimes. Okay, and I was a part of the witness team for the prosecution. Okay, that's my connection to Ohio, and he was arrested in Ohio. Ohio. Okay, shout out to Idaho. Okay, Idaho. Okay, all right. No, this channel is not about the military. Okay, the title of the channel is The Real Psychic Investigators. So we delve into psychic or into investigations, karmic activity, rapes, thieving, child sex trafficking, adult kidnapping, identity theft, murders of investigators, murders of police officers, murders of your family members, murders of influential people around the world, assassinations, any messages that come out here. The Real Psychic Investigators. That's what this channel is about. Okay, so you can sit down and have a seat, or you can get out. Okay, yeah. Military 8 years, Army 1995 to 2003. Okay, again, basic training. We have Kentucky in the room, something about Germany, Germantown, Kentucky. Okay, I spent 2 years in Germany. Okay, 2 years in Germany in 1st Armored Division, 1st Armored Division. Okay, 1st AD. Okay, in Germany, 2 years in Germany. Interesting, Aries. Okay, interesting, Aries. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so Aries. Okay, if you're tuning in for the first time, there could be something that comes out here for you, and even if it's not your first time, there could be something, some type of confirmation that comes out here for you, your husband, their name, first, middle, last. Okay, or what have you. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in, Aries. And rising, Autumn. Okay, it's been a minute, I think, Autumn. It's been a minute, or maybe you've been sitting in the background. Okay, my pleasure, friend. Okay, you're worth it. You're worth it. Every American, okay, that I served for and fought for, defended freedoms for from 1995 to 2003 is worth it. Okay, even if they are karmic. Okay, even if they are karmic, like the Warlock. Okay, even if they are karmic. Okay. Looking at 666 on the angel numbers, 666, okay, 666. Man would lead you to believe that that's evil, just like the 13th. Man would lead you to believe that Friday the 13th is evil, okay? That's what man would lead you to believe. No such thing as a coincidence, Eris. No such thing as a coincidence. If you are here, you are either karmic, okay, or your spirit guides and Most High guided you here. There's no such thing as a coincidence. No such thing as a coincidence, okay? So we have a couple of people out here, okay, investigators that tune in. We do have CIA, DEA, and FBI, along with other agencies, Interpol. We do have government agencies that watch this channel, okay? Government agencies, okay? We have a couple of people out here that's already shining light upon murders, okay? Murders that are unsolved, okay? Thank you so much, Habitual. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, shout out to your aunt, okay, who was a staff sergeant, E6, okay, E6 rank, okay, E6, E6. So that's an E6, and we're looking at 666, okay? So there's something about June, someone's name could be June, first, middle, last, okay, June, something about June. In the U.S. Army, E6 is a staff sergeant, okay? So, all right, let's go ahead and get some energy. Again, if you have spiritual questions, feel free to ask those questions as I shuffle and we pull energy here. We'll see what comes out, okay? We have some alchemizing energy out here, okay? Hermit mode, okay? You need to embrace your hermit mode. That is isolation, okay? That is isolation, okay? So if you feel your circle of friends getting smaller, you need to embrace that, okay? If you feel your circle of friends getting smaller, okay? You feel the isolation happening, and it's a natural process. You need to embrace that, okay? You need to embrace that. Also, when your spirit guides, Most High, when they show you, okay, that someone is karmic or dark and you need to remove them, this could be through a dream, this could be through a vision. I remember years ago, dating someone and then coming back in touch with them. And when I got back in touch with her, we were standing in her kitchen and we were talking, and we weren't in any type of relationship other than just friends. I remember standing in her kitchen talking to her, and her eyes turned black, okay? And she had like greenish hazel kind of eyes, naturally greenish hazel colored eyes, and her eyes, okay, they turned black, okay? And she immediately ran upstairs. This is no lie. This is no lie. Happened in Sanford, Florida, Central Florida, okay? No lie. Standing in her kitchen, she was talking to me about something, okay? And her eyes turned, it was something religious probably, okay? And her eyes turned black, okay? And she ran upstairs, and I didn't know why she was running upstairs. I later realized, okay? Okay, what was going on there. So when divine source shows you, believe it, okay? When your angels show you, believe it. Through dreams, visions, physical occurrences, when they show you, believe it, all right? We have someone out here, holier than thou energy. I can't answer any questions, okay? Oh, yes, birthday in June confirmation for Cherie, okay? And so I can't answer any question, Okay? I will only answer certain questions. Okay? I will only answer certain questions, Jose. Okay? Um, so I can't feel another person's pain. So I can't feel another person's pain necessarily, okay? But I am a high empath. So when I meet someone, okay, or when someone sends me messages, okay, that is energy even through these conversations, even through these lives, okay? When someone sends me, when someone sends me their energy through a conversation, okay, like this or through an email or what have you, being a high empath, I can pick up on that energy, okay? I can pick up on that energy, but I do not feel their pain in the sense that, uh, I don't know, my ribs are hurting, so they must have broken ribs. Not that type of empath, okay? Not that type of empathic energy, all right? But very good question, okay? Okay, we have Eight of Cups out here in reverse, okay? Holier than thou energy, and then the Eight of Cups coming out here in reverse, okay? So someone couldn't walk away or didn't walk away, okay? Couldn't walk away or didn't walk away, okay? So, Fran, if you're having dreams about your father, hello, Linda, okay? Speaking of dreams, I resonate with a Linda that was born in 1947, that lifetime. There is a Linda born in 1947 that I highly resonate with, okay? Welcome in, Linda. If you're having dreams about your father that passed away, then they are certainly trying to communicate with you. They are trying to show you something. They are trying to expose something to you. And again, this could be regarding people around you. This could be in regards to your family, in regards to your spiritual bloodline. Okay. So have a journal. Okay. And you should be writing these dreams down. And then you should be meditating on these dreams and on these visions. You should be writing them down, and then you should be taking time to meditate on them. Okay? See, that's a question I can't answer directly, Rachel, because that is determined by your choices. Okay? How will anything affect you is determined by your choices. By your choices. Okay? So you can choose to allow it to affect you in a negative way, and you could go into kidnapping, okay? Or you could go into drug dealing, or you could go into sex trafficking, or you could go into prostitution, or you could go into alcoholism, or you could be, you know what I mean? So that is based on your choices, Rachel. I cannot answer that question. That's based on you, okay? Yes, no problem, Flair. No problem, no problem. Um, Freedom to start, yes, Jose. Freedom to start is an energy, okay? Because again, there are still things for me in my journey, okay, that warlock was involved in, and that are not yet brought into the 3D as far as justice for me yet, okay, into the 3D as far as my journey is concerned. So again, even though there may be investigations going on behind the scenes for me, for you, for anyone else, any other victims, okay? Freedom first starts from within, okay? It starts from within, okay? And we attract what we are. And so if you are chaos, you attract chaos, okay? If you are peace, you attract peace. So, okay? So to answer your question, Jose, freedom definitely starts from within. Okay? It starts with self. Okay? So Jose, there are three things, okay? There are three things that are necessary. Perhaps, but that would be in a private type of conversation, okay? That would be in a one-on-one type of situation, okay? The only way that you would know that out here is if I got a download about someone, okay? Or if a message came out here in the stack, these are stacks of cards, okay? If a message came out here and it said that I am pregnant or what have you, and that individual's name showed up, okay? Or the individual that you know they are involved with shows up on that card in that message, that could be a confirmation for you. But typically, that requires a one-on-one conversation with the oracle, okay, in order to find that out. So Jose, there are three things required. Three things required. You asked how do how to be over your feeling and to be really free. So there are three things, okay? Three things necessary in order for you to begin. It's a daily thing. Begin your journey, okay, into freedom. That is celibacy, that is hermit mode, okay, and that is meditation. If you do not meditate, you are single. Married, you are not married, no husband, no wife, okay, not a boyfriend or a girlfriend, not that, okay, not engaged, no, married, okay, married, okay, and meditation. Okay, if you do not do either of those three things, your foundation right from the beginning is unstable. Okay, and for many, that's where the frustrations come from, because they're trying to fight a spiritual battle through physical means. Okay, there is leg work, 3D work to be done. Okay, phone calls, paperwork to file, and that sort of thing for situations, but the majority of the work is spiritual, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay, so spiritual work is far more important than the natural work. You would be amazed at what type of natural work can be done on your behalf. Angels working on your behalf, the Sanhedrin Council, 70 spiritual judges, the Ascended Masters, the Council of Light, the Galactic Federation. You would be surprised, archangels, you would be surprised what can be done in the 3D when you focus on your spiritual journey. You will be surprised. Okay? I did. I did, Edward. Okay, I did. One of the things that Divine has been speaking to me about, and I need to kind of connect the spiritual dots. Okay, is there something about five carriages, and those four horsemen, or what they symbolize? Okay, five carriages, spiritual, esoteric, whatever they happen to be, and the four horsemen. So again, that's some homework that I that I need to do. But yes, and that's a confirmation burp for myself. That's some homework that I need to do. One of the things that I mentioned in our alchemy class today, or yeah, it was today, okay, yesterday for most of you. I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and so is in the religious book. That's what I call the Bible. In the religious book, you hear about the full armor of God. Okay, you hear about the full armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness. Okay, you hear about these things in the book of Ephesians. Okay, in the book of Ephesians. Do you know? Do you know what this truly means as far as the full armor or whole armor of God? This is talking about your seven chakras. Okay, so though in that passage of scripture, in that religious book, it lists 7 different types of armor, 7 different pieces of protection you need to place. That is your root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, that's mentioned in Matthew 6:22, and your crown. Okay, and your crown chakra. Those are the 7 armors of God. Those are the 7 spiritual armors of God. Okay, It's not talking about reading the Bible every day, because reading the Bible every day has never saved any soul. No one. There are plenty of people every day that show up in church and they ass going straight to hell. Okay? Plenty of people that go to church and read their Bible every day and they ass going straight to hell. Okay? So, yeah. Okay? And just so you know, I am not politically correct on this channel. So if the energy is fuck you, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's just, so if you're tuning in for the first time, just understand that, okay? That I am not politically correct, okay? I am not, okay? And neither do I want to be, all right? So, yeah, those are some great questions. I think there was one more. I know I get a lot of people staring at me everywhere I go. Yeah, very familiar with that. Cherie. Very familiar with that. Okay. And so, in part, one of the reasons why people stare at you, okay, if you resonate as a star seed, okay, as a high vibrational energy, one of the reasons why people stare at you is because they see that you are different. You walk different, you talk different, okay? You carry yourself differently, and that speaks more than to just the physical. That speaks more to your aura, okay? Mystic Michala, for those of you who are into books or into reading, okay? Mystic Michala, also people are nosy, yeah, that's true, all right? Mystic Michala wrote and published a book called What's Your Aura, okay? What's Your Aura, okay? And I've read that book, okay? And it goes into recognizing different auras. What is a turquoise aura? What is a pink aura? Okay. What is a blue aura? What is a brown aura? It goes into recognizing different auras. So you walk into a place and people stare at you. Yeah. It's because of your aura more than anything. Yeah, that's okay with me. They can stare all they want, okay? I'm in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, as a brown person, so I stand out just naturally, okay? Just naturally, I stand out as a brown being, okay? Here in this physical form, I stand out naturally, so people stare all of the time, okay? All of the time, okay? And it doesn't offend me, it doesn't bother me. I do wish they didn't stare as much, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, it doesn't move me, okay? All right? You have to learn to be comfortable with who you are and be authentic with who you are, regardless of the environment. You have to learn to be comfortable with who you genuinely and authentically are, not trying to fit in when you're meant to stand out, okay? Not trying to fit in when you're meant to stand out. Why is there something much rather than nothing, and where to find nothing? Jose, I'm not understanding your question, okay? That question is like babble to me. That question is babble to me. I don't understand that question, Jose, okay? All right? And if you're trying to ask questions, Jose, that are confusing to me, I will kick your ass out of this live, Jose, okay? Because you cannot confuse an ascended master, okay? Born on the 333rd day of the year, okay? You cannot confuse me, okay? You will only confuse and frustrate yourself in the process of trying to confuse me. You will only frustrate and confuse yourself, Jose. You can't confuse me, okay? You cannot, all right? All right, so, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and keep you so much to the regulars, okay, that are tuned in at this time. To the regulars that are tuned in at this time, thank you so much for tuning in, okay? Appreciate you always, your energy, Justice League, okay? Let me scroll up and catch some names, okay? There are those of you who do tune in on the regular basis. Just call me Step. Thank you so much for tuning in. Regular. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cherie, regular. Thank you so much for tuning in, Fran, regular. I see Eris is a regular, although they may not comment on the regular basis. The Visionary Vessel, okay, is a regular. Thank you so much, okay. All right. What's up, area? There is a regular. I said I'm in the process of thanking the regulars, and a genuine heart shows up. Okay, another genuine heart shows up. Shout out to you, area. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the air conditioner. Okay, it is still. I don't know what the current temperature is here. It's 33 in the room. Confirmation on 33. 33 in the room and 23 likes. Thank you everyone for the love. We got Christine, okay, more regulars showing up. I'm giving shout outs to the regulars. Thank you so much for showing up, okay. Grand Awakening, okay, Grand Awakening 4664, okay. All right, let me check the temperature, okay. It has to still be like 86 degrees or something. It says 79. I don't know about that, okay. Yep, it says it feels like, yeah, it feels like 84. Yeah, okay. So it feels like 84 degrees here at 11 o'clock in the evening. At 11 o'clock in the evening in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, it feels like 84 degrees. Okay. All right. That's one reason why I enjoy it here in Southeast Asia. That's one reason why I enjoy it here. 90 plus every day, 365. I love it. 90 plus. I am not a snowbird. Okay. I am not one to live in winter states, winter countries. I am not. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Into knowing new knows. Into knowing new knows. I like it. I like it. I like it. So again, shout out, honoring all of the regulars, honoring all of the regulars here on the Real Psychic Investigators. Okay, honoring all of the regulars. Okay. Yeah. Most of the northern hemisphere is still dealing with snow, I think. Most of the northern hemisphere. Okay. We have Hierophant energy out here. Okay. So you could resonate as a star seed. You could resonate as a shaman. Okay. In the Hierophant energy, a shaman. Oh, very good question. And you know what, Christine? That is something I think that I've been meaning to speak more on. Okay, who is Justice League? They are one of the longest supporters of this channel. Okay, when this channel started December 4th of 2024, Justice League is one of the long time supporters of this channel, and big shout outs to you, baby. All right. And Divine is definitely having me give some love to our regular supporters at the time. It keeps coming out. But intermittent fasting, okay? So one of the questions in one of our very first Q&As on this channel, Justice League asked me a question, said, how do you care for your body? What are things you do for the body? Take care of your body. How do you do these things? Or what do you do? And one of those things is intermittent fasting. Okay. And so for me, and for those of you who do not know, intermittent fasting is essentially the basics of it is picking an 8-hour frame and eating only during those 8 hours and fasting. Okay. Fasting the other 16 hours of the day. Okay. So you only eat during that 8-hour span, and then the other 16. So you can eat at 12 o'clock lunchtime, first meal, stop eating at 8 o'clock in the evening, and you do not eat another meal until 12 o'clock noon the next day. Okay. In addition to that, your water consumption is important, and black coffee. Okay. Black coffee. All right. Let me kick this dumbass out here. You just called me Denzel Washington. Let me kick their dumbass out of here. Okay. All right. And so what are some other things? Okay. For me, okay, my body is this body is kind of on a natural intermittent fasting type of schedule. Okay. So I Harry. So this body is on kind of an internet. That's why I look at them like get the hell out. You know what I mean? Right. So this body, okay, that I am in, it's on a natural kind of intermittent fasting type of schedule. So I typically consume all of my calories in a given day before 8 o'clock in the evening. On rare occasion, I will eat after 8 o'clock. Typically, I do not eat at before 11 o'clock, and most often I don't eat even before 2 o'clock. Okay. It's rare for me to be eating at 11:30 in the morning. That's very, very rare. Okay. So the body is on a kind of natural type of intermittent schedule anyway. And I wake up at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I still don't have anything to eat until typically in the afternoon. One of the things that I actually realized recently in talking about intermittent fasting is I am a kidney transplant recipient, for those of you who do not know. And that kidney transplant what happened on 7/7 of 17, 7/7, July 7th of 2017, at a VA hospital in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at the University of Pitt. Okay, the University of Pitt in Pennsylvania, the VA's transplant facility, the number one transplant facility for veterans there, is located in Pittsburgh, and that's where my kidney was inserted, okay, in the lower right part of this physical body. And so that was again due to witchcraft. Okay, that wasn't anything because I was mistreating the body, not taking care of the body. Okay, that was because of a rare incurable autoimmune virus caused by witchcraft, again from that warlock who was serving a 40 to 60 year prison sentence, and I helped put them there in 2014, or they are dead. Okay, they are no longer physically here. And one thing that I realized about water consumption is that I was actually overhydrating, and you can do that. Okay, I was actually overhydrating, and again, that's something that I had to recognize. Okay, because I started to ask questions and to pay attention to the way your body feels. Okay, pay attention to the way that your body feels. Your body speaks to you. I was speaking to someone earlier, and they had mentioned that they had fallen asleep during a live. Okay, and when they were watching one of the lives recently, the body knows. The body knows when you're tired. The body knows when you need to rest. The body knows. Okay, so pay attention to your body. Pay attention to how it's speaking to you. Okay, yeah, but intermittent fasting, extremely important. During those 8 hours, okay, of food consumption time, you can be a bit more liberal. Okay, you can be a bit more liberal. That doesn't mean McDonald's for lunch, Taco Bell for dinner. You know, it doesn't mean like that. You know what I mean? All right. But it means you can be a bit more liberal, okay, with those things. Okay. So intermittent fasting for me, it works fantastically. I can do intermittent fasting. If I do intermittent fasting for 2 days straight and really truly focus on it, and only drink black coffee and only drink water, and and eat pretty clean, I can easily lose 5 pounds. I don't need to lose 5 pounds. I'm already, I don't know what I weigh, probably, I don't know, 150 probably, and I'm 5'9". The physical body, I'm 5'9", so I'm not very tall. Okay, I might weigh 150 today, maybe 150. All right. So, yeah, okay, yeah, right. Intermittent fasting, very, very beneficial. But in that time, I could easily drop 5 pounds, easy, easy, okay, and that's without exercise, okay. In addition to that, I do, and I don't do it every day, but from time to time, every couple of days or so, I do Tai Chi workouts, okay? So I do Tai Chi workouts here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I do not currently have a gym membership, but I do Tai Chi workouts sometimes, and I do stretching, and I do certain movements that help the circulation and movements of the body, the joints, and things of that nature. Okay? Very good question, Christine. Thank you so much for asking. Divine definitely wanted me to touch on that. Okay? Yes, exactly, area. Yeah, time restricted eating versus food restrictions is very important. 80 to 85% of the way that you look happens in the kitchen, okay, or happens through your mouth, okay? 80 to 85% of the way that you look happens because of what you consume, okay? Not in the gym, okay? Because a healthy person, or excuse me, an unhealthy person can go to the gym every day. But if what they are consuming, okay, is not good, then they could still die of a heart attack and look like Arnold in 1974. And we see that with bodybuilders, okay, who take steroids. Physically, they look like, damn, how you get 30-inch biceps? Because of what they're taking into the body, and then they end up dying at 30, 35, okay, from some enlarged heart or something, right? So what you take into your body, okay, is 80 to 85% of what you actually are, okay? If you lose weight fasting, technically that's starving. No. 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 If you lose weight, if you lose weight when you are doing intermittent fasting, okay, that's not starving, okay? If you only consume during 8 hours of a day in a 24-hour period, that's not starving, okay? That is not starving in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Do you know that you should not be having a bowel movement, okay? You should not be having a number two every day. Do you know why you have a number two every day or multiple times a day? Because your body is trying to get rid of garbage that it cannot use, that it cannot alchemize, okay? Your body is trying to get rid of things that it cannot alchemize. So if all you eat is fast food, okay? If that's all you eat, you will be going to number two multiple times a day. Why? Because your body is not meant to ingest all of that stuff, okay? And it can't alchemize all of that stuff, okay? So, yeah, no, okay? Exercising, anything, you could do anything too much. You could meditate too much, you know what I mean? And ignore other things in your life. I mean, you can do anything too much, okay? You can do anything too much, okay? But exercising too much is not a reason, okay, to be lazy, okay? I'm picking up on a specific energy. So not exercising, ooh, I don't want to exercise too much, okay? That's an excuse to be lazy, okay? That comes along with that energy, okay? Comes along with that energy, okay? So, some very good conversations going on. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay. Let's help ourselves be better. Okay. Let's help each other be better. I learned from you. You learned from me. And it's reciprocal in that way. Okay. It's reciprocal in that way. Okay. We learn from each other. Okay. I don't need to make your mistakes. You don't need to make my mistakes. Okay. You don't need to have your mother or father take your spouse. I went through that, so you don't have to go through that. Okay, you don't need to be on dialysis from witchcraft. Okay, I went through that, so I can help you to avoid that. So if you're dealing with kidney issues, if you're dealing with those sorts of things, okay, I can help you. Okay, just like you can help me. Okay, and things that you've gone through that I have not experienced. Okay, so yeah, it's reciprocal that way. Okay. You're most welcome, Christine, and to everyone else. Okay. I'm paying attention to the conversation at this time that's happening. I'm just paying attention. Again, I'm just paying attention. Okay? Divine is pointing something out to me. Okay? Divine is pointing something out to me. Say my name, say my name. Type my name, type my name. When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. You ain't playing games. Say my name, type my name. Oh, man. Clowning, 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 clowning. Oh, man. No, I don't think you disagree. I just think, it's just a different point of view. That's all. Just a different point of view. That's all. My goal is to always see things. My goal is to always see things from a spiritual perspective first. That is my goal, okay? And that is how I look at things, okay? When I have a dream, I ask, what's the spiritual meaning of this? If something happens to me in the 3D, the first thing I ask is, what's the spiritual meaning of this? Divine, what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to show me? What are you trying to speak to me? Ancestors, what are you wanting me to know? I immediately go to the spiritual side of things. You can be so scientifically smart that you're no spiritual good, okay? You can be so book smart that you are spiritually illiterate, okay? So you can have all the wisdom books in the world, okay? That's why it's so difficult for doctors, medical professionals to believe in something beyond the pill. This is why it's so easy for doctors and medical professionals, earthly scientists to believe in something beyond something that's in the book, because they have so much man knowledge up here that they can't get beyond that. Okay? And it keeps them stuck. So they believe in the Big Bang Theory, okay? Rather than God created, okay, the portals, right? They don't believe in the portals. They believe in the Big Bang Theory, right? So again, because they have so much earthly wisdom, they are no spiritual good and they are spiritually illiterate, okay? I hope the investigators that tune in are learning something. And the attorneys, judges, I hope you're learning something, okay? These are highly educated professionals typically. They are here, they tune in, they watch from the back. I hope they're learning something. I hope they're learning something, okay? Divine is reminding me of Moses, okay? Of Moses who stuttered, okay? Had a speech impediment, and divine source used them to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt, okay? So divine source is not looking for somebody who has the PhD and all the acronyms behind their name on earth. Divine isn't looking for that individual, okay? Because typically that individual is little good, again, because they put so much trust in earthly processes, okay? So Moses, okay? What? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Before I get into the cards, what? What? Okay, Myers Tarot, I'm gonna have to kick your ass out of here, okay? I'm gonna have to kick your ass out of here, okay? Those last two statements, I'm gonna have to kick your ass out of here, so I'm gonna give you 30 seconds, okay? You can say bye to everybody right now, okay, and get your ass out. You can say bye right now and get your ass out. And I'm gonna say good luck to you, okay? And that's French for fuck you, okay? Goodbye, okay? Goodbye. I knew your true colors were gonna come through eventually. I knew they were. You're a narcissist. I knew eventually your true colors were gonna come. I knew the part of you that I was just sitting here watching and waiting for. I knew. Okay. Oh, see, there is the bitch. Okay, there's the bitch. Okay, I knew it. I knew it. A karmic ass motherfucker that just didn't come in here to snoop around and be a gaslighter. Just a karmic ass motherfucker. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Just a dumb ass. I knew it. I was just sitting here waiting for the truth. I was just sitting here waiting for the truth. Just sitting here waiting. Okay? I was just sitting here waiting. I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, here it, yeah. I was just waiting for it to show up. Thank you, Divine. I was just waiting. I was just waiting. I was just waiting. You see what patience does, collective? Okay? You see what patience does? You see what patience does? Okay? Just sit there and watch. Yeah, just sit there and watch. Okay? Baby boo, you just missed somebody get their ass kicked out of here, okay? Who was a karmic, who sat here blabbing, okay? Talking, okay? Like there's some high vibrational being out here, okay? Claiming that they control what they don't control. Okay? It's nonsense. Exactly, Cherie. Nonsense. It dumbass. It was good. And we let them talk. We let them talk, didn't we, collective? We let them talk for a minute. We listened to them. We let them talk. We hear what they had to say. We listened to them. And eventually, they revealed themselves. Yep. Just sit here, just listen and watch. I hope that was a lesson for somebody. So you listening to somebody, okay, somebody's talking to you, you just sit back and just be like, and just listen. Just be like, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Just sit. Yeah. Just sit back and watch. And then they call me the phony on their way out. And then they call me the phony on their way out. Then they called me the phony on their way out. Come on. Come on. Showing their true colors as they got the boot in the ass. Showing their true colors as they got the boot in the ass. Out the door. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. Looking at Trinidad and Tobago. Okay? Somebody could have a country accent. Trinidad and Tobago. Okay? Wow. That was interesting. I knew Divine didn't want me to kick him out right away. I said 30 seconds, and Divine was like, no, wait a minute. No, hold on. Oh, man. To fully expose them for who they really, truly were, collective. Thank you so much for all of you, okay, that sat through that, okay? All of you who tried to point that person, demon, whoever that was, doppelganger, okay, fake, imposter, spiritual imposter, okay? Spiritual imposter. Yeah, it's something to see. It really is, Area. It's something to see, okay? Just, yeah, it's like a movie, and it's better than Hollywood. It's like a movie, and it's better than Hollywood. It's like a movie, all right? We got Road Trip out here again, okay? That card came out, I think, in the last live, so there's definitely something about a road trip, okay? I am currently planning my next whatever, wherever I'm going to end up, next country I'm going to end up in, what have you, okay, where I'm going to go, okay. Currently planning that, okay, over the next couple of days, okay. And where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back, because we've put ourselves together and we've polished up our act well, okay. So, not concerned about where you end up, okay, because you're trusting the guidance. Not concerned about where you end up because you're trusting the guidance, okay. Greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in, Jan, okay. Let's see what comes out here. Again, not everything that comes out here is for you directly. We deal with 197 countries and 8.4 billion human beings or spirit beings on this planet at this time. Okay? So take what easily fits. We have JAG, okay? We have JAG, or these initials, JAG in the US. That is Judge Advocate General. That is the military investigative agency of lawyers, private investigations or investigators, military investigators, JAG, Judge Advocate General out here, Judge Advocate General, or someone's initials. Someone could drive a Jaguar, okay? The car, someone could drive a Jaguar. That could be your spirit animal, a Jaguar. Let's look up the spirit animal of a Jaguar. Let's look that up, okay? We have 29 in the room and 40 likes. Thank you so much, everyone, for the love. Let's look up the spirit. What are characteristics of the spiritual animal Jaguar? The Jaguar spiritual animal symbolizes immense power, deep spiritual transformation, protection, and the ability to navigate darkness or the unknown. A nocturnal guide, a night creature, okay? As a nocturnal guide, it represents keen intuition, silent confidence, and courage to confront fears. Jaguars are solitary, self-reliant. We got hermit mode out here. That's the next card. Or no, it's like cards down in the stack. Okay. But they are solitary, self-reliant, and embody fierce, focused action. The Jaguar. Okay. The Jaguar. Okay. All right. Oh, confirmation there. Okay, confirmation there. All right. So we have Jag, Sophia, Dylan, and Logan. Sophia, Dylan, and Logan. Sophia, Dylan, and Logan. These individuals could be part of the military. They could be military investigators. Okay. They could be a part of military. They could be military attorneys. Okay. Okay. Jaguar, Jag, military investigation going on. Okay. It could be into the death of Sophia. It could be for Sophia's family. It could be for Dylan. It could be about Dylan. It could be about Logan. First, middle, last names. First, middle, last names. Sophia, Logan, and Dylan. Okay. And that is on the holier than thou energy. Okay. That card is, these two cards are split by holier than thou. So, someone in this energy, holier than thou. Okay. All right. Religiousness. Okay. That's what that points to. Religiousness. All right. Next. Oh. We have a heroin overdose. Uh-oh. We have a heroin overdose. Heroin overdose. One side of the Four of Pentacles, okay? So with the Four of Pentacles, I was just listening for a moment. I was just listening. So with the Four of Pentacles out here, with this heroin overdose, okay? This is like the last step for someone. This is like the last stage. No worries, area, okay? This is like the last stage, last step, last frontier, last something for someone, okay? This is the last something for someone, okay? The last something for someone. Hey, sister, okay? Don't bring your dumb ass in here talking some gibberish, okay? Sister, don't bring your dumb ass in here talking some gibberish, okay? Because you will get the boot in your ass too. Don't come in here talking some gibberish, okay? Sister, because you will get the boot in the ass just like the last karmic. All right? And we have a cancer diagnosis, okay? Does it sound like I'm speaking Russian, dumbass? Okay? And you calm the fuck down. Don't come in here speaking Russian and I'm speaking English, okay? Don't come in here speaking Russian and I'm speaking English, okay? You calm the fuck down, okay? I'm very calm. My masculine and feminine energy is very balanced. I can cuss your ass out and then crack a joke, motherfucker, okay? So you calm the fuck down, okay? 30 seconds or get your ass out now. 30 seconds, sister, or get your ass out now. It's up to you. You can get kicked out or you can walk out. It's up to you. 20 seconds. It's up to you, sister. It's up to you. Okay? So we have a cancer diagnosis. Cancer, could be significant. And a heroin overdose. Okay? Time's up, sister. Thank you very much. All right? Come in here speaking Russian. Okay? Like, we're not talking Russian. Why would you come into a room speaking a language that, like, really? I'm in Vietnam, right? So you know what I do? I learn how to speak Vietnamese. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I'm not in here trying to make them understand English. I'm not in Vietnam trying to make them understand English. Okay? I'm in their place. I'm in their house. Really? All right? So we got some bad news out here for somebody. Okay? A cancer diagnosis and a heroin overdose. Okay? You could be a cancer survivor. Okay? Cancer is a karmic illness, by the way. Okay? Cancer is a karmic illness, by the way. Okay? So we got Jag out here. Now we have a Jag case, okay, about Lavina Lynn Johnson, okay? Show you this card right here, okay? This was a soldier in the United States Army that was murdered. I'm going to show you this message. Okay? And we already have Judge Advocate General out here. Oh, no worries, the visionary. I got that from you. Okay. All right. So, someone's name is Lavina. Could be someone you know. Someone's name is Lynn, Lynn. Okay. That name comes out here often. Okay. Johnson, okay? LJ, someone could go by LJ that you know, LJ, okay? Yeah, her murder is being hidden by superiors. Confirmation jag, okay? Confirmation jag, okay? Her parents are still being lied to today. Lavina Lynn Johnson's parents are still being lied to today, okay? We have Guantanamo Bay, and there are clues in their cell phone, okay? Guantanamo Bay, and there are clues in a cell phone. Investigators, you need to get subpoenas, okay? For cell phones, laptops, computers, you need to get subpoenas, okay? You need subpoenas, okay? This could be a brand new case. I'm getting this could be a brand new case. This could be a brand new case, okay? We have Shiva out here, Shakti, Shiva, Hinduism, okay? Hinduism. Shout out to all the Hindis. Shout out to all the Hindis, okay? I met my first Buddhist master teacher, okay, at the hotel that I'm staying at currently here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I met my first Buddhist master teacher last weekend, my first Buddhist master teacher. We have death on Shiva. Shiva could be helping you bring justice to your situation, okay? And we have Osceola County, okay? Osceola County. Ooh, and we got Shiva out here again. Whoa, okay, I'm listening, I'm watching, I'm seeing. This card is right behind Osceola County. Woo-wee. Come on through. Return to sender. Look at this. Back to back. This has not happened in this psychic investigations, okay? This has not happened. We got Shiva out here back to back, okay? Shiva out here back to back, okay? This other card says, Shiva detachment creation, the 4th state. The 4th state, okay? So let's read about this, okay? Let's read about this, okay? What does Shiva detachment creation, the 4th state, mean? The Shiva detachment and creation of the 4th state refer to a profound state of consciousness, often called Turiya or Shiva Tattva, which transcends the 3 ordinary states of human experience. It signifies a state of deep inner stillness, non-dual awareness, and detachment from ego. Hot damn, Divine has been having me talk about ego death. I still got it written down on the card, right on the piece of paper, right there, okay? And detachment from ego-based desires, allowing the individual to witness life without, what does that say? Without emotional embroiled in it, without the emotional being embroiled in it. Wow, pure consciousness, the 4th state, Shiva detachment. I love it. Let it be. Some of you need to just let it be. Whatever it is, just let it be. They left you, just let the ghost go, okay? Because they are nothing but a ghost rider anyway, okay? They ghosted you, just go. You know what I'm saying? Just let them go. They told you always and forever, but then they cheated on you. They left you, okay? You found out that they were in a relationship behind your back. Just let it go. Your grown-ass son or daughter, they won't listen to your advice, okay? You should not be parenting your grown-ass son or daughter. You are an advisor, not a parent at that point. Just let them go. I didn't say it was easy. Just let them go, okay? I got a 30, she'll be 30 this year, daughter that I had to release a few years ago in her 20s, okay? Because, okay? She wouldn't. She didn't want to. She, whatever, okay? So, and that might seem mean to some of you, but again, you don't own your children, okay? You don't own your children, okay? Let it go, Teddy Pendergrass, Theodore, Teddy Pendergrass, TP, okay? Yeah, okay? Also, another song by Teddy Pendergrass, Wake Up Everybody, No More Sleeping in Bed. Time to something, thinking ahead, okay? The world is changed so very much from what it used to be. Something, war and poverty, okay? Because you know what? The world won't get no better, or it won't get no better if you only let it be, okay? The world won't get no better. We got to change it now. Just you and me. Just you and me. Okay? Teddy Pendergrass. Shout out to Teddy P. Okay? So, Shiva Detachment. Teddy Pendergrass. Fourth state. I was going to say fourth dimension. 4thState. Okay? Pure consciousness. Not an ego-based type of life where the emotions rule you. Shiva. Shiva. Yeah. There's a father covering up for someone. Okay? There's a father covering up for someone. A father covering up for someone. Ooh, that's on the Page of Cups. Yep, so that's the truth, okay? There's a father covering up some information about someone, okay? A father energy. This could be your father, her father, his father, their father. In the religious sense, this could be a minister, okay? Covering up for someone, okay? A father energy, a masculine energy out here. I shouldn't even say masculine energy. A male figure, okay, a guy, okay, is out here covering up for someone. On the other side of that Page of Cups, we have Al names, okay? Alistair, Al, Alan, Aikman, Acorn, Amister, okay? Someone's gonna croak in prison. Someone's gonna croak in prison. You could get a call about this. You could get social media message notification about this. Someone's gonna croak in prison. You could have a dream about this, okay? Leaving while in prison, okay? That's a different kind of pardon. That's a different kind of pardon, okay? That's a different kind of pardon. That's not the one they wanted from the president to get out early. That's a different kind of pardon. Okay? These names, first, middle, last. Okay? Anomaly. All right? Someone's unfaithful out here. Ooh, and a cover-up. That is makeup right there. Okay, and what does makeup do? Okay, what does makeup do? Makeup covers and conceals. Makeup covers and conceals. Makeup cover up and conceal. Makeup covers up and conceal. That's what makeup does. And we have makeup out here for she's not working late. Somebody who's listening to this or will hear this at some point, they are lying. They are not working late. This could be your daughter. This could be your wife. This could be your girlfriend. They're not working late. This could be your mother. They're not working late. Okay? And investigators, there's a witness that's being threatened out here. Okay? Take a look, investigators. There's a witness that's being threatened. This is also on the cover-up. Makeup, that's what makeup does. Makeup conceals the true identity. Makeup conceals the true identity. Okay? One of the things, okay, that we all have preferences. Okay? We all have preferences. What we like, what we would like him to look like, what we would like her to look like. We all have preferences, okay? Don't be too strict on those preferences, I will tell you, okay? Because not everybody's going to get a 6'5" man, you know what I'm saying? I know all women be like, ooh, I want a tall man. Ooh, I want to, not everybody's going to get a man that's tall, okay? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever tall is for you, okay? Not everyone will end up with that, okay? Or for men, okay, whatever that happens to be, okay? But we all have preferences, okay? And one of the things, okay, that I will not do, I will not put up with, speaking about this whole makeup cover-up thing, okay? I will not deal with somebody who has eyelashes way out to here, you know what I'm saying? And don't want to wear their natural hair, they would rather have all the sew-ins and no. I will not deal with that, okay? I will not deal with that, okay? So there's nothing wrong with a wig, okay? There's nothing wrong with extensions or whatever, okay? But to do that all of the time, okay, to the point to where no one knows what you look like without any of that stuff on, no, okay? That's perfect. That's the height you're meant to be, anomaly, okay? That's perfect, okay? That's the height you're meant to be, okay? So Divine Thought 5-1 was perfect for you this lifetime, so you're perfect, okay? Again, I've mentioned I'm 5'9". That's not tall, okay? So, yeah, those of you who want a tall man, okay, I guess I'm not the one, thank God. So for those of you who want a tall man, I guess I'm not the one, thank God. All right? But there's a witness out here that's being threatened, investigators, okay? A witness that's being threatened. Someone is not working late, okay? And that's a cover-up, okay? The witness might not be speaking up about them being threatened, okay? I would hope they are, okay? But, yeah, okay? We got two major arcana on one. Hey, this is good here. This is good for y'all right here. This is good for y'all right here. Those of you who are on this journey, okay? This is good right here. We got the Hierophant and the Hermit coming out on 3D Justice and Dying in 90 Days. This is good for y'all, boy. I want to go to the party. I want to go to the party, okay? When y'all I want to go to the celebration. I want to go to the victory dance, okay? I want to go. You know what I'm saying? I want to go. Look at this. Okay? Look at that. I want to go. That is, yeah. What's up, B? Okay? Okay? That's some serious talk right there. So 3D justice in the 3D here on earth, as above, so below. So something's about to be as it is above, so below. Something's about to be in the 3D justice. Okay? Someone's passing in the next 90 days, and we got someone will die in prison. Could be the same person dying in prison that's going to die in the next 90 days, pass in the next 90 days. That could be part of the 3D justice. Okay, they could be young, okay, in age. They could be young, okay? And that's on the Hierophant and the Hermit card. Wow. So ancestors working with you. Again, you could resonate with being some type of shaman, some type of healer. Okay. High clear gifts, spiritual gifts, high clear gifts, audient, sentient, clairvoyant. Okay. Gifts and hermit. Okay. On the hermit. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Wow. And the hermit, okay? Because you did the spiritual work, that's what I'm getting. Because you did the spiritual work, because you're doing the spiritual work, one day you will see justice in the 3D, not just above. One day, because you do the spiritual work, you will see justice. One day. Not in the sweet by and by, okay? Not in the sweet by and by, okay? That's a strong message right there. Strong message. Whoop, there it is. Ooh, I just whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Tag team back again. Check it to wreck it. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Let the something begin. Okay? Tag team back again. Tag team. Ancestors. Tag team. Alchemizing energy. Mike. Okay? Mike. Okay? So, Michael. What names do we have out here? We have Michael. We don't think we have very many names, actually. I don't think. We have Michael. We have Lavina. We have Elaine. We have a Johnson. We have an Osceola County. We have a Guadalupe and a Guantanamo Bay. We have initials J-A-J, or excuse me, J-A-G. I said J-A-J. Oh, we have Sophia, Dylan, and Logan. So it could be Mike Logan, okay? It could be Mike Dylan. It could be Sophia Michaels, okay? That was your jam. All right. Michael Cancio, okay? Those are the names that we have out here, okay? We have some initials coming up, okay? These individuals, again, they could be in the upright, okay? Michael could be in the upright. Michael could be an alchemizer in the upright, a healer, okay? And that Hierophant energy, okay? QR could be, RQ could be, ZM could be, MZ could be, CC could be, okay? LC or CL, okay? The name Charles is significant. Charles, okay? So we have 3 C's on this card. Any one of these could be Charles. 3 C's. Could be Michael Charles, okay? Charlie Michaels, Charlie Michaels, Charlie Michaels, okay? Blair, the name Blair, I'm getting a download for the name Blair, Blair. Magician in the upright, Blair. Okay. We have the name, oh. So I'm going to see, yeah, Blair Underwood, okay? Blair Witch Project, a horror movie. The Blair Witch Project, The Blair Witch Project, okay? A movie put together by students at the University of Central Florida, okay? The Blair Witch Project. I think it was released in like 2000. Let's take a look. The Blair Witch Project, that year could be significant for some of you. What year was the Blair Witch Project released? 1999, okay? October 22nd. Oh, no, hold on. That says on DVD. Okay, hold on a moment. Okay, 1999. Okay, okay. Yeah, 1999. Mm-hmm. Yep. January 23rd, release date January 23rd, 1999, released at the Sundance Festival. Okay. And in the United States, it was released on 7/14/1999. So July 14th, investigators and collective, celebrities, judges, and January 23rd. Okay. Third. All right. Both in 1999. The Blair Witch Project. So I'm going to ask a question out here, okay? See how many of you, okay? So in the chat, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you know it's time for you to file for divorce. In the chat, raise your hand if you know it's time for you to file for divorce. See if we get anyone. Confirmation, there's one. Raise your hand if you know it's time for you to file for divorce. Okay. Also, confirmation. Okay. Also, this doesn't necessarily speak to physical, okay, a divorce. One thing that really, really kind of stunned me, spiritually speaking, okay, years ago, is when Divine told me or helped me to see that everyone that we are sexually involved with is a spiritual marriage. Everyone, every being that we are sexually involved with is a spiritual marriage. Once you exchange sacral energy, that is a spiritual marriage. Okay? Get your dumb ass out of here and stop calling me a nigga. Okay? You the ignorant ass fucker. Okay? Get out of my channel and stop calling me a nigga, because you the ignorant fucker. Okay? You the ignorant fucker. Okay? You the one. You the one. Okay? You the one. You the ignorant fucker. Okay? Don't be coming on here calling me no nigga. Okay? You the dumbass one. Okay? Stupid ass. Okay? Dumbass. Dumb ass. Okay? Dumb ass. Dumb ass. Dumb ass. Dumb ass. That's all that is just a dumb ass. Oh, just a dumb ass. All I can do is laugh as I delete they stupid ass off the channel. Okay? Dumb ass. Okay? So spiritual divorce. And by the way, okay? Okay? And by the way, okay? There are niggas of every ethnicity. There are niggas of every ethnicity. Okay? There are Hawaiian niggas. Okay? There are Puerto Rican niggas. There are Dominican niggas. There are Japanese niggas, Vietnamese niggas. There are Caucasian American niggas. There are European niggas. There are Canadian niggas. Okay? There are niggas on every continent on this planet that has human beings. There are niggas in every culture. Every. Because it's an ignorant ass individual, just like that individual who came up in here and called me that, okay? And made those comments about Africa, okay? Just like them. Just like them. An ignorant ass, okay? That's what a nigga is, okay? crazy ass people. So we got a couple hand raises, okay? We got a couple hand raises for somebody who knows that it's time for a divorce, okay? Yeah, truly, okay? Truly. They really do, okay? They really do, okay? And you know what's so funny, area, and those of you who are tuning in, do you know what's so funny, okay? Is they really do come in here and on any other channel, YouTube or anywhere else, that's speaking the truth, they really do think that they're coming into these places and they really think they're doing something. They really think they're doing something. They really do. And again, when the demonic spirit that is speaking through them, okay, gets cussed out in this case, gets cussed out and shamed, okay, and given the real definition of what a nigga is, that demon is sitting there in the background just laughing like, oh, damn, he just shot another one down. They fell for it. They took their dumb ass over there and they said that anyway. They're just laughing at him, even though the demon set them up. Okay. All right, time for you to get your ass out. Thank you very much, okay? Time for you to get your dumb ass out of here. Thank you very much. Okay? Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay? Yeah, good for you, crazy ass, okay? Oh, man. Dumb ass people. I'm telling you, it is amazing to me. Amazing to me. In my worst karmic choices, I can truly say this. In my worst karmic choices, okay, and days, I've never been demonic, but in my worst days, when I took my 1.5 year sabbatical from Most High, okay, and I walked away between 2005 and 2006, okay, when I took my year or 14 months or whatever sabbatical, I was not demonic. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, we probably do, Christine. Okay, I had some burning when I first started this live. I probably do. I probably do need to light some more. Crazy ass people. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you. All right. So we have the name Fox out here. It's time for a divorce. Is Jamie Foxx married? Vivica Fox married? Okay, Michael J. Fox. What are some other Foxes? Megan Fox. Megan Fox. Let's look up Megan's information. Megan Fox. Okay. Megan Fox. Okay. Megan Denise. Okay. Megan Denise Fox. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay. For synchronicity. Okay. Megan, we're looking up this for synchronicity for investigators for dates, crimes of dates, birthdays, your birthday collective tuning in. Okay. Megan Denise Fox, born 5/16/1986, 5. Okay. So she's a Taurus energy. May 5th, sun sign Taurus, okay, 1986, born in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Husband, Brian Austin Green, okay, divorced in 2021, married for 11 years, or somewhere between 10 and 11 years, 2010 to 2021. Investigators, something about 2010 to 2021, or something in 2010 and something separate about 2021. The name Brian Austin and Green. Megan Fox has 4 children. Okay. Megan Fox. Okay? Megan Fox. To be honest, I didn't even know what Megan Fox looked like. I knew the name, okay? But I didn't know what Megan Fox looked like, all right? Okay? Megan Fox. Because I don't keep up with celebrities like that, okay? Megan Fox. All right? Give me just one moment. All right. So yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, she's married to Machine Gun Kelly? Oh, she divorced him, you said. Oh, okay. So that was after Brian, I guess. I guess that was after Brian. Okay. Machine Gun Kelly. Okay. I remember watching. How many of you used to watch the show Catfish? Okay. Any of you used to watch the show Catfish? B said karmic. Any of you used to watch the TV show or the whatever came on? I don't know, HBO, whatever it came on. Catfish. Any of you used to watch that show? Catfish. I remember an episode where Machine Gun Kelly was on that show. Okay. Oh man, I used to watch that. I was obsessed about Catfish. I can say I was obsessed about Catfish. That show right there, I was obsessed for a couple of seasons. Yeah, I was definitely obsessed about Catfish for a minute. For a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that reminded me of. I remember an episode when Machine Gun Kelly was on there helping them find this catfish, okay? Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly. Oh. Oh, so they were never married. Okay, all right. So Fox, again, Jamie, Vivica, okay? Fox, all right? Those of you that know it's time for a divorce, file the papers, put it on paper, okay? Al Green and Ann Nesby. Al Green and Ann Nesby, okay? Things are getting kind of serious when there's no one else around. And I'm locking up, so I gotta lock it down. It's not that I don't love you, 'cause you know that I do. There's only one thing I want you to do. Put it on paper. Okay? Put it on paper. You know you need to file it. Put it on paper. Put it on paper. Okay? Doesn't want $100,000. Like, really? Okay? That should not be your focus, Hunter. Okay? Hunter. That should not be your focus, Hunter. And if that is your focus, Hunter, it will take longer to get it. I just want you to know that. Okay? I just want you to know that, Hunter. If you want $100,000 and that's your focus, it'll take longer to get it, Hunter. Okay? So, yeah. Don't hunt the money, Hunter. Don't hunt the money, Hunter. We have a Queen of Wands energy out here, okay? A Queen of Wands, okay? So a woman energy, feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a woman. Feminine energy that speaks the truth. As a reminder, a divine masculine can be a male or a female. A divine feminine can be a male or a female. Those are heterosexual beings, okay? Confirmation burp. There is no divine being out here that is a homosexual or a lesbian. There is no divine being nowhere ever, anywhere in existence that is high vibrational and they are a homosexual or a lesbian. I don't care if they got $100,000 and they can write you a check tomorrow, Hunter, okay, or area. If they got $100,000 and they can write you a check tomorrow, okay, that doesn't matter, okay? If they are a homosexual or a lesbian, they are not a high vibrational being. Okay? I'm just saying. Because we are sent here, one of our purposes, I was going to say one of our joys is to be able to help bring males and to birth females, other beings, other star seeds, other light workers, other healers into this earth. You can't do that when you rub your cat on another cat. You can't do that, okay, when your wand is stuck in a booty, okay? You can't, not even with a female. But I'm saying there's no way to get a male pregnant. No way to get a male pregnant. No way. No way. Okay? Don't laugh. Area, I'm trying to have a serious, trying to have a serious moment here. All right? All right? So, yes. All right? Okay? You cannot. Okay? So, yeah. These things, okay, the way they are designed, okay, the way they are designed is designed that way for a reason, okay? There's a reason why one being, okay, why one being is designed like this and the other is designed, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why they're both not designed like this or like this. There's a reason for that. Okay? Something supersonic, okay? Something supersonic, okay? Something's supersonic, okay? On the Eight of Cups, again, this came out in reverse, so someone was not able to walk away, so they should have filed divorce papers, and they didn't. They should have walked away from karmic energies, demonic family members. They didn't. They should have lost their spiritual journey. They didn't. They were meant to be on this joyride with you, but they didn't. On the other side of this Eight of Cups, okay, we have an IP address that's tapped, okay? An IP address that's tapped, all right? We have 36 in the room and 52 likes. That is exactly double. Thank you, Divine, for the double confirmation. Thank you, Divine, for the double portion more specifically. That is a double portion, 26, 52, a double portion. Thank you, Divine. Okay. Hello, Trinity. I feel like you already here, Trinity, and you already said hello. Okay, maybe not. Maybe time is speeding up. Maybe that's a deja vu moment for me. I don't know. Maybe that's a deja vu moment for me. I really feel like you said hello already in this live. That could be a deja vu moment. Okay. Someone has their IP address tagged. Okay. Someone didn't file the divorce when they were supposed to. Someone didn't walk away when they were supposed to. Okay. I'm looking at Switzerland, Uganda, and UAE. Switzerland, Uganda, and the UAE. So investigators, okay, these individuals that are tapping into these devices, they could be in Switzerland, they could be in Uganda, they could be in the UAE, okay? Someone could be traveling there, okay? Or the victims are there, okay? What else we got? We got a few more cards. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Someone needs medical assistance. We got North Korea. We have North Korea out here, okay? North Korea, there's nothing on the other side of the card, okay? We have North Korea. So a communist country, okay? A country being run by a dictator, okay? So you can do, the only thing today that I am not even remotely close to being like a tech savvy, like IT expert. In fact, I'm at the low end of the totem pole when it comes to IT technology. I keep things simple and basic. I don't get into all of but the one thing that I do know you can do is you can use a VPN, okay? You can use a VPN, and a VPN, Victor November Papa, or Victor Papa November, a VPN scrambles your IP address so they can't find it, or they can't find your static IP address, okay? They can't find your static IP address. A VPN, Victor Papa November, okay? There you go, okay? So North Korea, okay? North Korea, Okay, someone could be Korean. Okay, needs medical assistance out here. Okay, you could know someone who is Korean, whether North or not. I doubt if you know someone who's North Korean. Okay, because Jong Won Kim or whatever his name is, he keeps that country on lockdown. You can't leave that country if you're born in it. Did you know that? Did you know that? If you were born in North Korea, you cannot leave the country. It takes an act of Congress for you to be able to get on a plane and leave North Korea. You cannot leave the country. Yeah, ever. You cannot leave. You are bound there. You cannot leave the country. Yeah, true story. If you're born in North Korea, can you imagine that? Can you imagine having all of this beautiful place out here to explore, okay? And you cannot leave the country just because you were born there? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how depressing? Can you, yeah, North Korea, North Korea. Okay, someone could be Korean, South Korean, okay? Yeah, I cannot, okay? I cannot. You have no place to go, so you're dealing with gang stalkers. There's no place for you to go in North Korea. You can't fly out, okay? You can't escape the madness and go to another country like I did from America to Southeast Asia. You can't do that. You just have to let them stalk you and go mad, okay? Go insane, go crazy, okay? End up in a nut house. You just have to deal with it. Yeah. That's right, Fran. They do. Yep. That's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody out here needs medical assistance. They could be Korean, okay? That could be a Korean doctor, okay? There could be a Korean doctor in this energy currently. A Korean doctor, okay? Again, we can do whatever we want to with our will, free will, okay? This says closet homosexual police officer, okay? And again, you can do whatever you want to do if you don't plan on being your highest, purest, truest self, okay? If you don't plan on living a high, pure, true, genuine, authentic, high vibrational life, yeah, sure, be a homosexual, okay? Be a lesbian, whatever you want to do. You have free will, okay? Just don't be evil about it, okay? Just don't be evil about it. So, someone who wants to be a homosexual, tell your family, tell your friends, tell the church, tell your coworkers, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your kids. Someone who wants to be a lesbian, tell your church, tell your pastor, tell your children, tell your family, tell your mother, tell your father, tell your children. Just don't be karmic about it, okay? You can do whatever you want to do, okay? But again, if you want to be high vibrationally, truly your authentic self and fulfill the destiny for which you were sent here to accomplish through your Akashic records, as it is written, those aren't the lifestyle choices to make. Okay? So we have closet homosexual police officer. And again, this road trip card keeps coming out here. And we got sexy. Okay? We got sexy. Okay? So you could be in this energy collective. Okay? Do you know, okay, that one of the recent lives, somebody was asking a question. I don't know if they're in here today. Someone was asking a question about, we were talking about sacral protection and that sort of thing, and someone was asking about masturbating, okay? And I said, just don't become a holic about it, okay? Just don't be a holic about it, you know what I mean, okay? Because that's not any, you can indulge in anything, okay? You can overindulge in anything, you know what I'm saying, okay? But do you know one of the ways that you can alchemize sacral energy, okay, is to love yourself, okay? When you love yourself and you see yourself as sexy, do you know you don't need anybody else to tell you you're sexy? You don't need anybody else to touch your body. You don't need anybody else to give you love, okay? When you feel sexy to yourself, okay, because of the way that you're taking care of yourself physically, spiritually, emotional. Do you know when you are sexy to you, you don't need a man or a woman. It's nice to have when the divine one comes along, and that's all you should be looking at, okay? But you don't, you don't need that. When you see yourself as spiritually sexy, energetically, okay? You don't need that, okay? You don't, okay? So love yourself right. Love yourself right. That's the message. Love yourself right, okay? Love yourself right, okay? Self-love, self-love. That's when you know you don't need to go get it from a man. You don't need to go get it from a woman. When you love yourself right, okay? And then you set yourself up for a beautiful divine union if that's in your Akashic contract this lifetime, okay? But people who are prostitutes, they don't see themselves that way, okay? They don't love themselves, okay? People who are escorts, people who have multiple sexual partners, okay? At one time, involved in sex cults and all that sort of thing, Sodom and Gomorrah energy, as it came out in the last live, they don't love themselves. They don't, okay? That's why they treat their bodies that way, okay? That's why they treat their bodies that way. No more than a drug addict, okay? Someone who's hooked on heroin, got heroin overdose out here as one of the cards. Someone who's hooked on heroin, okay? And they keep going into rehab, but they keep going back. They don't love themselves, okay? You don't know how difficult it is. You're right, I don't. And why would I even want to find that out? You're absolutely right. I don't know how difficult that is. And why would I ever want to find out? Okay? But you don't love yourself enough, okay? You love the drug more, okay? You love the whatever the addiction is, okay? It could be money, okay? Whatever that is, they love that more than they love themselves, okay? So love yourself, okay? Love yourself, okay? The way that you want somebody else to love you, and then you'll get that love. We got a cold case. Yeah. Self-love is by far the best love. Okay. What was like, hold on. Wait, what? What? Is that another roach? Okay. I think we got another roach in here. I think we got another roach in here. Okay. Playing childish games. That's why their name is Lego. Okay. We have another roach in here playing childish games. Okay. With mature spiritual beings. That's why their name is Lego. Okay. Because they play childish games. Okay. Cold case. Okay. They're about to get their ass kicked out too. Okay. So go ahead and make yourself known, Lego. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Knowing is only half the battle. The other half is doing the work, visionary vessel. Okay. So go ahead and make yourself known, Lego. Okay. Go ahead. Make yourself known. Cold case. Ooh. We got Fox out here. Okay. So we're going to have to look at Jamie Foxx because his name is right out here. We have Jamie Foxx's name out here on the other side of the Wheel of Fortune. There's something about Jamie Foxx, okay, right now. Jamie Foxx is a starseed. We need to go ahead and find out something. What's going on with Jamie Foxx? Let's look their information up. I don't know if Jamie Foxx is married, okay? Jamie Foxx might need to file for a divorce, okay? Let me go ahead and kick Lego out here while I'm at it. Let me kick Lego out of here while I'm at it, okay? All right, so let's look up Jamie Foxx, whose real name is Eric Wright, okay? Eric, or I was about to type Eric, okay? Sagittarians, shout out Sagittarius. Oh, Eric Bishop. I said Eric Wright, okay? So
Jamie Foxx's name. Many celebrities use fake names. Eric Marion Bishop. Eric Marion and Bishop. Any of those names. Confirmation birth. Sagittarian energy, born 12/13/67. 12/13/67. American comedian, actor, okay? Jamie Foxx. 2 children, including someone whose name is Corrine. 2 children, including someone whose name is Corrine. Active in Hollywood since 1988. From Terrell, Texas. Terrell, Texas. He is 58 currently. 58. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Yeah. Doesn't say anything about partners or spouses. Okay. I don't think he is married. Okay. Okay. Also, okay, this is Eric Marion Bishop. Eric Marion Bishop. Okay. That's who that really is. It's not Jamie Foxx. That's who that really is. Okay. Oh, yes. Be well, area. Thank you so much for all that you bring to the table. Okay. Be well. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. So, yeah, something going on with Jamie. Okay. Again. Okay. Jamie. Okay. We have Oliver, Turner, and Benjamin. Oliver, Turner, Benjamin, Temperance energy. That is Sagittarian energy. Sagittarian energy. Jamie Foxx just came out. Jamie Foxx, Eric Marion Bishop, this lifetime, was born 12/13/67. Okay. Temperance out here. Patience. Again, patience. Ego deaths. We're talking about Shiva. We're talking about the 4th state. Shiva detachment deals with the 4th state and getting to a spiritual conscious level where you have no emotional attachments or biases and do not act through the emotions. Shiva, 4th state, Shiva detachment, tapping into the 4th state. We have Oliver Benjamin Turner, okay, on temperance. Other side of temperance, we have low vibrational. So Oliver could be low vibrational. Benjamin could be low vibrational. A Turner in your energy could be low vibrational. Okay? Come on through, Spirit. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Okay? 2 more cards. 2 more cards in the 2 more cards in the stack. 2 more cards in the stack. We have Polk County, a Polk County, P-O-L-K, P-O-L-K, okay? We have a Gerard, okay? Gerald and Gerard, okay? And a King of Cups energy out here. King of Cups, okay? Polk County. There is in Florida. I mentioned them from time to time. In Florida, there is a sheriff. I don't know if Gerald is a sheriff. Okay, with this King of Cups energy out here, I don't know if Gerald is a sheriff. Gerald could be high vibrational and intuitive. Gerard could be okay, but there is a sheriff in Hillsborough. I believe it's Hillsborough County in Florida, which covers the Tampa Bay area of Florida. And this sheriff, I was going to say this judge, this sheriff is a truth speaker, okay, and a karmic exposer like a mother, okay. His name is Judge Grady Judd, okay, Grady and Judd, J-U-D-D, okay. This sheriff or whatever, deputy, whatever he is He loves to expose these karmic ass demons out here that he be arresting. And they arrest like groups often. They arrest covens often since he's been in office and in that position, okay? Often. Down in Florida. Grady, shout out to Grady. Okay? Shout out to Grady. And yeah. He is like, he loves. And in these conferences, in these news conferences, you can tell he loves bringing to light these dark, karmic, low vibrational beings. He loves doing that. We need more of those beings in office. We need more of those beings as deputies, sheriffs, police chiefs. We need more of these types of spiritual beings that actually love to expose the karmic demonic energy that's raping, stealing, pillaging, okay, killing. We need more of Grady Judds, okay, in law enforcement, in the legal system, and overall. We need more Grady Judds. Yeah. And shout out to his spirit. Shout out to you, Grady Judd. Okay. Shout out to you, baby. Thank you so much for all that you're doing down there in the Tampa Bay, Florida area. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Last card, and we got the 10 of Pentacles here. Okay. Love songs. Okay. Love songs. Okay. Love songs. Okay. So you could be getting love song downloads. Okay. I like listening to some classic, and we're gonna close it out with this. I like listening to some classic love songs. So there's a couple of them that come to mind real fast. Okay. One is by Barbara Lewis. Okay. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until sun no longer shines. Yours until the rivers all run dry. Okay. Barbara Lewis. Okay. Baby, I'm yours. Okay. That's one of the old classic 1960 something love songs. Okay. Larry Graham. Okay. One in a Million You. Okay. I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. Then I found a piece of happiness to call my own. And life is worth living again. Yeah, a one in a million you, Larry Graham. Yeah. Larry Graham. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Cherie. I have definitely, if it was a song like, I love country music, but if my voice resonates with anything, it probably resonates with love ballad type of songs. Okay. Just whatever, however my vocal cords go and all that sort of thing. It resonates more with love ballads. Okay. Billy Ocean. Okay. Suddenly. Okay. Life has new meaning to me. Okay. There's beauty up above and things we never take notice of. You wake up and suddenly you're in love. Okay. Billy Ocean, suddenly. Okay. Keith Washington is another one. Keith Washington, like a Johnny Gill kind of voice, you know? Yeah. Right? So, yeah. All right. So you could be getting these love song downloads. Okay. The other side of this is you are all four kings or queens. Okay. Somebody could be seeing you as the all four kings or queens. That also speaks to the Hierophant energy. That was one of the first tarot cards that came out. Okay. All four kings or queens in the deck. So Emperor, Empress energy. Emperor, Empress energy. Hello, Queen. We are about to tie this up. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in, Faith. Okay. Okay. So for some of you, okay, this 10 of Pentacles right here is the completion, and it's going to be a family and a financial completion. Love songs, a family, okay? A family and a financial completion somewhere along your journey, okay? Somewhere along your journey, okay? All right. Maybe I need to go listen to that, Christine, okay? That song by Shantae Moore and I was going to say Keith Sweat, Keith Washington, okay? I might need to go listen to that, okay? I might need to go listen to that, okay? I'm actually, I'm sitting here, you know what I'm doing? I'm actually trying to see if I get another old school love song download. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually sitting here trying to think and see if I get another old school download. Right, that's what I'm doing. Okay. I said I like country, okay? I said I like country music, okay? So Randy Travis, the name's Randall and Randy Travis. You might think that I'm talking foolish. You heard that I'm wild and I'm free. You may wonder how I can promise you now. This love that I feel for you always will be. You're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. As sure as I live, this love that I give is gonna be yours until the day that I die. Oh, darling, I'm gonna love you forever. Forever and ever, amen. Okay, Randy Travis. Forever and ever, amen. Okay. All right. So, love songs. Hello, Tammy. We are closing it out. Okay. You are all three kings or queens in the deck. Okay. Did I say all three? All four? All three. Okay. You could be helping someone ascend. Okay. You could be helping someone ascend. Okay. They could be watching you, listening to you, following you, social media, watch what you post. And they're like, oh, I like what she's saying. I like their vibe. I like their energy. I like what he does. I like what she does. Okay. And not a stalker in the demonic sense. Okay. We have Polk County. Okay. We have Gerard. Thank you so much, Cherie, for tuning in. Okay. We have Benjamin, Oliver, and Turner. Oh, yeah, it's all because of you. Kenny Lattimore, I think, sings. Yeah, Kenny Lattimore. Okay. Has a couple of them out there. Okay. Jeffrey Osborne has a couple of them out there. Okay. John Party. Okay. John Party of modern modern love song, country song, romantic country songs. John Party, Alan Jackson. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Tony Terry. That's who I was trying to think of a moment ago. Yes, Tony Terry. That's who I was trying to think of a minute ago. I was trying to think of who it was. Tony Terry. The name sounds familiar. Bill Oliver Benjamin Turner. It does, doesn't it? The whole name together. It sounds familiar. I don't know why I wrote it on the card. It sounds familiar. The whole name. Okay. Something about a cold case. Tony Terry. With you. When I'm with you. Tony Terry. That's the name of the song. When I'm with you. When I'm with you. I'm going to have to go listen to some of these songs. I'm going to have to go listen to some of these songs now. Speaking of which, Jamie Foxx can go. Jamie Foxx, okay? Jamie Foxx can go, okay? Um, I'm trying to think of Jamie Foxx sings one in particular that I like. Ooh, we're about to do something we never done before. Baby, not the usual. Tonight we're getting unpredictable. That's Jamie Foxx. So try to roll with me, baby. I'm about to feel like you never felt. Yeah, Jamie Foxx. Make it unpredictable. I know you're used to dinner and a movie. Why not make the dinner while making the movie? Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, unpredictable, unpredictable. Okay, VIP by Jamie Foxx. Okay. So we have a closet homosexual, closet police officer out here. Okay. Yes, Kenny Lattimore. Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely, definitely. Oh, Kevin Edmonds. That sounds familiar. I can't think of the tune or the word. That sounds familiar, though. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. The whole, that was a great, great, great album by Jamie Foxx, or released by Jamie Foxx. So someone's needing medical assistance out here. Okay. We have North Korea, communist country. Okay. North Korea, someone's communist or racist. Okay. Communist energy out here. Okay. We have your IP address is tapped. Okay. We have supersonic. Okay. Also, Josh Turner, baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Okay. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite as strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Josh Turner, all right? Somebody needs to file for divorce, okay? Yeah, Babyface. Babyface has a great voice. Yeah, Babyface has a great voice. Yeah, for sure. All right? Fox, double confirmation. Fox. Oh yeah, that's like an old school song, isn't it? Supersonic, I think, if I'm thinking of the right song. Okay. Mm. That's an interesting one. All right, so we have QR, CC, ZM, and LC emails. These could be transversed. Okay. We have Michael, confirmation birth on Michael. We have 3D justice out here on Earth. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think it's the same song. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. There we go. You know, one of the more upbeat songs, one of the more upbeat kind of a little erotic, kind of song, right? That I like is Michael Jackson's PYT. That's one of those more upbeat, erotic kind of songs, okay? Yeah, PYT. Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, won't you take me there right away? Won't you? Tenderoni, you got to, babe. Yeah, PYT, okay? Pretty young thing, repeat after me. I say no, 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 no. Okay? Again, yeah. She is not working late. Somebody's gonna die in prison, okay? Somebody's gonna die in prison. Next 90 days. Did I show you the right card with that? Okay. I don't think I showed you the right card. Next 90 days. Next 90 days. Okay. LTD's Love Ballad. Okay. LTD, that's Jeffrey Osborne. Okay. LTD's Love Ballad. Okay. Okay. There's a witness out here being threatened. Okay. Witness out here being threatened. Okay. There's a father energy out here covering up for someone, a father energy out here covering up for someone, lying for someone, hiding someone, investigators lying to someone, hiding someone, a father energy. Shiva detachment, fourth creation, okay? Fourth creation, we read about it, okay? Shiva energy, fourth creation, supernatural, supersonic consciousness, okay? Oh, yeah, I don't recall that one. Portuguese Love, by Tina Marie. It's amazing how many people thought Tina Marie was a brown woman. Okay. Shiva, okay, back-to-back Shiva confirmations, back-to-back Shiva confirmations, okay? That's like Christina Aguilera. Somebody hears Christina Aguilera sing, and they might be like, oh, yeah, that's a brown woman, okay? But it's not. Not this lifetime, okay? Osceola County, Guadalupe and Guantanamo Bay, so Cuba, someone's Cuba Investigators Collective, Cuban. Yeah, Love Ballad is a good one. Love Ballad, that's a song right there. That's a song right there. That's a real good one by LTD. So, Lavina Lynn Johnson's murder is hidden by superiors, being hidden by superiors. We got Jag out here, Okay. We have cancer diagnosis, okay. Yes, Curtis Mayfield got some bomb songs. I always talk about the making of you, or at least I recently have been talking about that. Curtis Mayfield got some bomb songs. Okay, the Stylistics got some out there. Uh-huh. Yeah. The 70s is my favorite decade of songs of music for music, not songs for music. The 70s. okay, because of disco, okay, and also because of the songs about truth, okay, like Wake Up Everybody, okay, Stevie Wonder songs from the 70s, okay, songs in the Key of Love, I think is one of Stevie's albums, okay, the songs back then, Earth, Wind, and Fire in the 70s. The 70s is my favorite decade for music. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yep, As is one of my favorite songs by Stevie Wonder. As is one of my favorite top Stevie Wonder songs. Yeah, one of the top three, easy top three. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh, yeah. Takoya. Oh, I'm showing you Takoya, but it's actually Sophia, Dylan, and Logan. All right, so Takoya is significant. Okay. Uh, Willis Clayton. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I couldn't name very many artists today. I honestly couldn't. If they came out after probably 2005, I don't know most of them. Again, a lot of country music, okay? Since the 2000s, a lot of country music I've listened to and tapped into. But a lot of the artists today, I couldn't name you if their face was in front of me. I don't know many of them. Confirmation. I don't know many of them. Okay. All right. Have you ever listened to just like go on YouTube and listen to the theme song to Soul Train? That's a good one. Just listen to the theme song. I don't know how long it is, 3, 4 minutes. Just listen to the theme song of Soul Train. Just listen to the theme song. That's some good energy. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, it's just good vibe music, just good vibe music, you know? Yeah, all of Marvin Gaye's songs from the 70s, Marvin Gaye's songs from the 70s, okay, that speak about making it a better place and what we need to do in order to heal one another. And yeah, yeah, yeah. September by Earth, Wind, and Fire, top song, top song, top song. September, Earth, Wind, and Fire, number one. Boogie Wonderland, number two. Boogie Wonderland, number two. September, number one. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire. As Isley, Jasper Isley, Caravan of Love. Everybody take a stand. Join the caravan of love. Okay? Stand up, stand, every woman, every man. Join the caravan of love. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Get into that energy. Get into that energy. Okay? Get into that energy. All right? Collective. Thank you so much. This has been a very good energy, a very good time with you. Thank you so much, everyone, for all that you do for your journey beyond coming on here and listening to me jabber on about whatever. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for all that you do. All of the regulars, Divine had me pouring out love to you today in this live at towards the beginning. Thank you so much for tuning in. So many of you that are faithful to check in, okay? Faithful to go to the community tab and like the post and comment on the post and share the information. So many of you. Thank you, Christine. You are one, okay? And thank you so much for all that you do. I look forward to connecting with you in the next live, in the next class that we have, whatever that happens to be. Thank you so much, okay? Current time is 12:58 in the morning here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Okay, 12:51 in the morning. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Much love to you. Thank you so much, investigators, celebrities, judges. Okay, all of you who tune in and keep it on the DL. Okay, not sexually, but energetically. You sit in the back and you just watch. Okay, thank you so much, Cherie. Thank you so much, Vessel. All of you, thank you so much. Okay, I could go on and on about the names. Okay, and what you bring here to this collective. I appreciate you. Okay, and yeah, till next time, be encouraged.